You become a member of the Detroit Police Department.
Yeah.
What year?
1994. 1994. The 80s in city Detroit was murder capital of the world. We held that position, not to glorify that bullshit.
But it was a rough time.
It was rough, man. In the 80s, it was rough, man. A lot of my friends got shot up and killed and shit because that crack epidemic came through there. So that's when the violence.
So let's back us up. When do you remember that whole crack epidemic? So by the time you get on the police force in the 84,
94, I got on 84.
Rather, that the crack epidemic had hit heavy in the mid 80s.
Oh, yeah,
Definitely the early 90s.
It wiped out 3 generations, man. Wiped 3 generations out. When that crack hit, and it just, the dynamics of it, the women getting high. A lot of those guys that I know, we never used drugs in the 70s like that. I mean, other than our uncles and, maybe shooting a little bit, tooting and all that, you know what I'm saying? But we wasn't like, the crackhead got you going all over because it's a synthetic drug that's mixed in with whatever cocaine, it's a synthetic that how you running all night, make you want to take from your mama, make one.
The off and your brother. There's no off switch.
That's right. Break into my house, your house, Mrs. McGillicuddy's house. You can't do things like that without there being some repercussions, homeboy.
So by the time you get on the force in 94, the crack epidemic and the effects of crack is front and center.
Took it to another level, the 80s for sure. Billy Joe Chambers. Shouts out to the Chamber brothers too. I was 16, 17 years old when they were in the Vibrant. They had about a 3 or 4 year run, maybe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to the Chamber brothers.
Absolutely. But what the difference was to me, the 80s was a little bit different than the 90s, because the 90s, everybody had a bag. See, back in the 80s, it's only a few crew had it. But see, in the 90s, when that cocaine came in, they said, hey, if I'm that man, if I'm that guy, let me give CB 2 or 3 keys. Yeah, everybody was putting people on, which generated more money.
So,
but violent though.
Did you immediately go into narcotics?
No.
So walk us through how'd your career progress? You joined the force in 94.
94, right? I was your regular patrolman and stuff like that on the Eastside, 9th Precinct, Gratiot and Gunston. That's the worst precinct in the fucking country.
Neighborhood.
Man, she is. Mac, Chalmers, Whittier, Gratiot, 6 miles. I mean, it's a big precinct. It's like 15 square miles, man.
So, Mac and Gray, would that fall? Yes. That would fall in the question. That's a famous intersection.
Yes.
Made it more famous.
Infested with crack.
Demetrius Holloway spot.
My man.
A guy now, rest in peace, Grady, R.I.P. Yeah. So that means Mac and
Marbury Rock, Rick was all from out of there.
Well, that you guys was sharing that too with the 5th then too.
Yep, it's a borderline, the 5th and the 9th Precinct.
5th and 9th. So that's ground zero. That's a rough neighborhood.
Oh yeah. Hey man, and hey, I'm not bullshitting you, man. The East Side guys, man, and that's where the Gratiot and Gunston, that's what the 9th Precinct was. Hey man, them boys would grind like a motherfucker over there. I'm talking about $1 million spot. Crack off of crack.
You had
Eastsiders would do that type of shit.
You had some of the biggest guys in the city operating over there. You had Big Ed Hansett, you had the Maserati Rick, you had Demetrius Jack. Did the movie New Jack City have any effect on you growing up?
Hell no. Fuck no.
You knew better.
No, New York is different type. It's not like Detroit. And I'm not trying to be funny about that. It's a big city, you know what I'm saying? But, a lot of that shit is New York. It ain't like here, Detroit. And so that had no reflection at all, man. Not at all. Because the Nino Browns, and that's probably, what's this based off of? Nicky Barnes.
Nicky Barnes version.
Right. So that's in the 70s, but I'm a young, I'm childhood, and I saw YBI, so.
You had seen it.
I seen that shit before, you know what I'm saying? All right, so it ain't nothing.
So by 98, you joined Narcotics?
98, yep, 97, 98.
And what precinct are you working out of then?
I was assigned to the Eastside Precinct. Go back again, number 9. Gratiot, Gunston, Chalmers, Hayes.
You guys got some big drug operations.
Oh yeah, man, look here, and them crack houses was booming in the 90s, man.
How does one, how do you, for the audience, those crack house, how do you guys find out what crack house is bumping? Are the people telling you?
Through the community.
The community?
Because, you had structured block clubs. Okay, man, and I'm not trying to.
As late as 98, they were still block.
Hell yeah. It was structured block clubs, and the Eastside wasn't really that bad. Like, the flight hadn't gone. You had some old school grandmothers and stuff like that, but, you can't sell dope next to Miss Williams all fucking night.
Nah.
You can't do that. Dogs barking and shit. You know what I'm saying? And then people of the addicts breaking into Miss Williams' houses, robbing. Just the effect that crack had on people, man. You know what I'm saying? It has a strong effects on you, make you use it.
So you got the rise, spike, and B&Es.
That's right.
Spike.
Robberies, CSCs.
CSC.
Yeah, rapes.
Sexual.
Yes. A lot of those guys got turned out because the nice women started getting high. So you know what the guys do? They want to go out and buy that rock to have sex.
Yeah.
And then too, what if she say no? Oh no, you can't do that. I just bought this rock for you. And that's the reality of it, all over the country. So anybody can talk that bullshit. Come on, man. I saw it like that, man. I saw it out there. You know what I'm saying?
So you got crack house epidemic going on probably about 98.
Yes, it was dangerous, man. A lot of killings, man. A lot of
Gun violence had increased.
Oh yeah.
In 98.
You know why? I give you the sack. You don't pay me my money. Easy. Pay somebody, maybe a person that's addicted. Let me give you $100 sack to get high, to kill Joe Blow. That's how easy it was.
Life got cheap.
That's right, life got cheap.
Yeah, life got real cheap.
Real cheap. And a lot of us got caught up. Cops did too. You know what I'm saying?
So you probably saw some of your friends go all three directions.
Yeah.
Get substance abuse problems.
Yes.
Get involved in the game.
Yep.
Maybe
Stealing.
And maybe even cops who lost their careers.
Yes.
Because you get caught up in their life.
A lot of cops got high because dealing with the women who getting high. Strong based OCB Junior, man. This is not, really, it's a travesty, dog. All over this country. In every urban America, man, they wiped us out. That crack epidemic wiped us out, man.
Yeah.
And that's what we suffering from now. Back in the 80s, you know what that means when whatever you ingest in your body is it's in your body. And when that woman had that child and the man in his semen, he getting high, he's coming right through the semen. And we dealing with a lot of children who are.
So now maybe even 2 generations.
That's right, 30 years of that shit. That's right.
Right? Yeah, because these kids now, grandmothers would have been that first.
Scientific medical fact. With children with
Born
addicted. That's right. That's a known fact.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so how long were you on narcotics?
Which time? I got thrown out 3 times. Never for stealing.
What were you getting thrown out for, GK?
Talking shit. Just talking shit, just being a guy that's just always a hard charger. I really thought about that, like I talked about in other snippets, man. My mother and my parents, they experiment with drugs. But the hardcore things with my family, and I saw it did something to them. And I really didn't like the drug dealer. I didn't like the crack man. They don't have nothing to prove because I'm from a hood like that. But the thing is, man, the arrogance of it and the violence. What you gonna kill that man for? You killing him? You're killing 2 people, right? The man run off with your dope. It's something illegal anyway, motherfucker. What you gonna kill him for?
And you gave it to him.
And you gave it to him. So what you gonna kill him for? Come on, man. I didn't like that shit. So I made it my business to tear their ass out the frame. My crew, and we were like that. We got confiscation of $100,000 to $1 million in 1 month.
Say that one more time.
My crew,
Yes.
on the Eastside crew, we confiscated money. Boy, if I had taken that money, I wouldn't be sitting around here talking to you to this day. But I mean,
Where's that money go? Where's that money
to
go?
the general fund. I ain't never met the motherfucking general to this day, right? I don't know who the fuck that is.
So you guys take $1 million off the street.
Yes.
And that money goes into
To a general fund, and the city does it, whatever, how they disseminate it out. Hey, I don't even know the fucking general. But I'm telling you, man, we had a vibrant crew. There's no crew there back in those 90s. I'm telling you, and they can do their little research if they want to. I'm not talking about other departments. New York, a lot of love for New York PD. They can't get down like us. They didn't get down like us. We raided every day, 3 times a day. 3 raids a day, and that's 13 crews.
You're telling me you guys executed 3 raids a day?
Yeah, with 13 crews. Now, 13 times 3 is what?
39.
Hell yeah, every day.
I'm not 39 spots.
There's no police department, narcotics unit in this country that did them like
You
those
guys
type
were
of.
hitting 39 houses a day?
That's right, with 13 crews, yeah, and 6 to 7 man crews.
And when you say when you guys come in there, it's a serious situation.
So yeah, no doubt. Homework, informants like.
These are the famed Ray vans?
Ray-Bans. They were black and green back in those days. Brutal too.
We didn't like to see the van.
Hell no. For real.
We-
Somebody going to jail, man.
When you see the van, someone's going to jail.
Somebody going to jail. Yeah. If not all of them. But just think about it. In the raid, you find murderers, rapists, robbers, B&E, sexual predators. You find them all in the drug house. That's why it's such a nasty job. You dealing with the lower part of life.
Of society.
That's right. You know what I'm saying? So you understand that?
Wow. Now the flip side of it again, you would run across some of these guys who became big you grew up with.
Yeah.
So did you just kind of
I just stayed away from them because back then they assigned you to a geographical area, and I try to stay away from.
So you stay away from that destination?
Yeah, they're my homeboys. I ain't trying to be funny. I mean, in passing, I'm like, hey boy, maybe you need to do something a little different. I'm not going out my way to fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going out my way to fuck with you. It's always like love and respect thing. But hey, man, I know you out here hustling, but shit, you my home. I mean, I grew up with you, man. You know what I'm saying? And people have the right to.
So you just,
when we get older,
that's how you gotta protect yourself.
That's
and your friends. You just said.
I said I'm not fucking with them. I'm not, and they call me, hey man, I got caught up. I'm like, damn man, see, but But I told them, if I catch you killing a motherfucking and raping, I'm gonna tear your ass out that frame. That's the type of dude I was. Now you gonna get drugs and stuff like
Who's
that.
the police chief during this time? When you got on the force, who's the police chief?
Isaiah McKinnon. He was the first in 1994. Actually, he called me at the house and he called me. I thought he was bullshit. He said, hey, this is
94 was the mayor.
Dennis Archer.
Dennis Archer.
Shouts out to Dennis Archer. He was good, And then Benny Napoleon, that's my man. He come right after woo!
He became police chief.
He was bad, my man. Yeah, good guy too, great guy.
And how long was Napoleon police chief?
He did about, I think, about 4 years. Don't quote me on that, but he was there for a while. But Benny had been there for a long time, and he one of the icons of Gang Squad. But I wasn't in Gang Squad then. I came in Gang Squad 2002,
So
3.
So you stayed on long enough to see drug dealers who were selling drugs to drug dealers using drugs, the youth, the pill phenomenon. Did you catch that part in your career?
Yeah, I did, and that's in the 2000s. early part of 2000s. Because, you got to think we had a governor then,
We talking about England?
yeah, England. He kind of put a stop of the independent welfare system, meaning that if you are female independently and a male independent, you can't get that $200 and some every 2 weeks.
that.
Right. He cut all that shit out, and Detroit was in a frenzy. The whole state was in a frenzy.
Detroit.
Man, what the fuck I gonna do now?
94 when he cut that out.
Right.
That was,
It did as such. And then two, if they catch you using drugs, for those moms and those people that were on drugs and you would get some type of assistance, they drug test you. If they find you using drugs, and you got to go on a work program. That's true. And they kind of geared it to rehab more so. So that cut a lot of that shit out. Cut a lot of it out. And then shortly thereafter, that it picked back up. SSI, SSD. Remember that? Mm-hmm. You take something from them and you put something else in it. What this country got to understand is that wherever there's poor people, it's a market to make money, for sure. That means exploitation of poor inner city neighborhoods, not only black, whites too. You know what I'm saying?
wow.
That's right. So SSD come right in there.
You were the East Side. There was still, when you got there, was there still some remnants, kind of the poor whites on the East Side?
Yes. Borderlines. You know how you have a borderline district off of Warren, East Point, Grosse Point. What is the other one? Roseville. They were still, I'm not saying lay, but you had still nice areas on the borderline. Anywhere there's a borderline of a suburb, it's nice.
Yeah. And then they come to the city.
That's
right
right.
there.
Right.
To get their goods.
Yeah, that's it. And get the fuck on.
And sometimes get caught by you guys.
Oh, absolutely.
They've creeped across the board.
The informant status back then was extra. I had about over 200 informants, man. I was at Narcotics from 1998 all the way to 2003. That's my first tour. Did Gang Squad, left Gang Squad, went back to Narcotics in 2008 and 9.
What was you guys focused on, Gang Squad?
Guns
Guns.
and drugs. Mostly, preferably, guns, and we was getting them.
Did you guys work in conjunction with the feds, or how does that work when the feds get involved in you guys' operations?
Well, sometimes for sure that the government gives us a federal funding for special operations. Man, what I found out is this. All this shit is about money, man. Everybody get paid.
So sometimes the feds would give you guys a budget to execute.
The government will give
There's a crew or
right to work in conjunction.
with the feds.
Yeah, right. That's how that works, And of course,
The feds always seem like they take the credit.
yeah, anything that's newsworthy, they're gonna take it, for sure. Their job titles are not like ours, man. They work a 9-to-5 job, not to discredit them at all, but a lot of their work is based off of the backs of local police departments, and that's okay too, because they gave me quite a few bones too. They got you, me, and somebody else, Joe Blow, on the wiretap. They not trying to raid it like that. They might be trying to investigate a murder. They say, hey man, them boys down here getting paid. Hey, we got some things that you can put in your search warrant, and y'all can, you all can execute a search warrant based off of what our little surveillance notes. And it'd be big too, baby. I'm not bullshitting. Them feds will watch you for about 3 or 4 years, and they give me the bone and say, GQ, go and raid this house. Because every time a judge would see I got the information corroborated by the feds, at 99%. For sure.
Accurate.
And they all tell. 99% of them tail. When you looking at them, what is it, CB? What, the 500 months? I don't even know what the fuck that is. And in the fair game, because if you had an arrest, not a conviction, they go by your arrest record.
What's your
5 years off of each arrest you had, they tail. I'm not bullshit.
500 months a long time.
How many, what was that? How many?
Let's say 12 months a year. 120 months is 10 years.
Shit.
You talking about a 6 or 7 year sentence.
This shit is worldwide, right? Yeah. I'm talking about all the hustlers all over this country. You succumb to fear more so than love. I'm telling you what I know. People be afraid of fear. And they scared of them 500 months. Majority of them tail. That's true story, man. For real. Fuck all the bullshit about what you're hearing. Hey, they gonna give it up. So they gonna give it up.
So this town's famous for the other side of your situation is the defense lawyers.
What about? Other than we made them motherfuckers rich.
You would see those guys in court. The Otis Culpeppers.
Oh, Notorious. I had to cuss him out so many times. That's my man, though. He YBI lawyers, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Steve Fishman.
Oh, bad motherfucker, that man. He probably one of the best.
Yeah.
He is. Shouts out to Steve.
Shout out to Fishman.
Yep. Chambers a good motherfucker, too.
Anthony Chambers.
Bad motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying?
Represented, oh man.
Absolutely. Chambers, we knew. I don't think he practicing no more.
No.
Marvin Barnett, may God rest his soul.
But in his day, Anthony Chambers is a hell of a lawyer.
He is.
You know, for times, I think won Defense Attorney of the Year in his day. So we were one of the last cases he had.
Oh yeah, for sure. Got a lot of good attorneys out there.
Yeah.
A lot of good attorneys.
And this is most of my animosity, though. I mean, you guys all understood you were just doing your job.
No, right. You know, sometimes we get a little heated because, you know, we be at the bar on a Friday and shit. You see me on Monday, we like, man, you know, we go to the bar and shit. We see him at the bar. We all hang out with each other. You know what I'm saying? Drinking and shit. And they're like, man, his business is put the gloves on and shit. You know, sometimes I might be a little hungover coming in that motherfucker on Monday. He tell me out the frame, call me a liar and all that other thing. I said, you dirty motherfucker. I just talked to you, but we friends. But he gotta, job to understand that. You know, sometimes he would be like, they'd be like. I said, you punk mother, but it's all good though, man. It's all good. But sometimes they need favors from us with their clients. And oftentimes I would do it. Sometimes if the case is not that bad, I could say, man, look here, we not opposed to probation. That's what these motherfuckers don't know out here. Don't talk shit about the police, man. Cause I helped out a lot of people. And I appreciate by me coming on your show, I can say that. A lot of motherfuckers I looked out for a lot of people out here, man. Cause
You could have
told their ass, yeah,
saying you gave him a pass.
all I really wanted was, give me a bigger drug dealer, if you can. Don't have to be your friend. Give me something. Cause I got people I got to adhere to. You did? I'm like, it's not a big thing.
It's a game.
Yeah, it's who will get caught that day.
It's the A.
You dig? So it's all good, you know what I'm saying? So it's good.
And you left the force when?
2014.
What was it like? What was the siege like? What would you say were the biggest differences between the force or the city, not the force? What was the bigger differences in the city of Detroit from when you got on the force in 94? Because that's a 20-year career.
Right.
And when you were leaving in 2014.
I think the overzealousness and the ability to really to restrict people's lives and to violate people's rights because of policy failure. When I came on, it was vibrant. It was kind of easy, and the department supported that. But when that consent decree came in 2000, in the early 2000s, and we had to change the way our practices and our policies. Not saying
Now, was this the consent decree due to
federal consent decree about violating people's civil rights. Yeah.
You guys got caught up in
We got caught up in it. And that shit went on for 15 years. 13 to 15, don't quote me, but it's over to yeah, like, yeah,
that long?
that's right. So it put a little dampening about the way we had to do that, man, because hey man, I'm not bullshitting, man. I think that the practices it wasn't always fair and wasn't always right the way we did our operations and shit like that. But it's a policy failure.
So you had heard of the days of the Big Four and all that, but when you were a child,
Yeah.
and some of that reputation probably still held around.
Yeah, it felt on heavy-handed, pushing on and all that type of stuff. But you know, after that, cause
You were on the force when that Malice Green thing happened?
no, that happened in '91.
Okay.
I had just got the military, but that was something, and you know,
Big deal.
yeah, Nev and Bus, and they stayed on the streets too long, man. They practices was too much, and you know, they say, and Malice Green, rest in peace, he didn't deserve that. But some folks, rumor have it, don't know it to be true, that he was an informant for them. Once again, dealing with informants, and I had dozens, I had quite a few informants. For those who are getting high, you really can't trust them. It's the difference between alcohol and drug addiction. Yeah.
Okay, one last thing before we get out of here. 90s. Me and my associates are over there on French Road.
Oh man, you had to bring that up.
You raided that house on French Road.
So many times.
Say it. You say that for us.
So many times.
You raided French Road.
Yes. 38, what?
75.
37.
38, 75.
I've been playing that motherfucking number for 25 years, man.
You guys knew you were trying to arrest Eddie Jackson Jr.?
Yes. And every time we go in that motherfucker, you be so, oh no, you got to ask him, EJ, appreciate you, love you to death, bro. Look here, man. Every time we went up in that motherfucker, it's always he in a road. And guess who else was in there with him?
Our ex. The audience will get that. Our ex. The anonymous Patterson. Yes. He said that. I was speaking to him just he say, man, it was the craziest timing. Every time you got, he says, like they knew they hit me when we was laying in bed.
It got so bad, I was in love with the bitch, man.
That is beautiful.
Hey, man.
She's employed to do a law for herself.
Great. I was in love with her. I was in love with her. Hey, they stopped letting me come on the raid, man. They say, man, this girl got you wired the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? That's a true life. I'm not bullshitting with you, man. You a bad motherfucker. Every time they say, man, hey, we got your boy in here. I said, where the dope at? Dry hole. Nothing. He said, your girl, same old script. She in there butt naked. He in his goddamn smoker jacket with a cigar on it. It was $1 million spot though. You guys get some money. That motherfucker though. We just yeah. She called herself trying to play both ends.
Of course she did.
Took me a while to figure that shit out.
But some of the other cops that were raiding that spot over there, out of the 5th precinct,
Oh yeah,
they end up catching cases.
yeah.
Did you guys know, or did you guys catch heat because the 5th precinct? I think that led to. Is that what led to them closing the 5th precinct down?
Nah, I don't think. I think this is some political thing, city stuff, city thing. But yeah, Rodney Rice. I'm sorry, and Shavern Upshot. Yeah, they were doing some things, man. And see, I had a lot of informants over there, man, and you know they would tell me stuff, but I wasn't the type of, you know, I'm like, well, you know, police staff motherfucker might be lying, you know what I'm saying? But hey, when I got concrete information with my informants and we raid that house and police search one, and we come in the house, it's 6, 7 of us, and them motherfuckers sitting around here like this. I said, man, don't y'all know this is a motherfucking raid? He said, y'all too late. The fuck you mean we too late? They already been here. Them motherfuckers took everything. This shit used to go on quite a bit, man. Now I'm hyped up. I had the news, the K9 unit. You know, I'm like, a dry hole. I get on the phone talking to informers. Man, y'all dirty motherfuckers. He said, gee, I'm telling you, it was in there. Rodney Rice had already been there. Oh, sure, they already, you know.
So the part that people don't think, the feds, you guys got your own internal affairs.
Yeah.
And sometimes you got the feds double watching on you.
Yeah, and oftentimes it comes from the feds. See, because the informant, the drug dealer, oftentimes they play both sides of the fence. Because you can get caught up in an indictment, but I'm your controlling officer with DPD. But they tell you should tell them. Oftentimes, the feds never tell us. You know why? You know why they never tell us and give us the courage to say, hey man, we working with CB Jr. Because they want us to get caught up in something.
Well, I remember when Eddie got shot, the feds were to the hospital.
See that? I wonder why.
And the feds, and then another time when he was leaving the courtroom with Fishman, because of that 5th precinct, so the feds tell him, I know they've been robbing you, mistreating you. Help us get them.
See that?
So now you got the feds,
That's right.
talking to the known drug dealer,
That's right.
saying, help us in our investigation.
And they do it. They wear wires and unbeknownst. I mean, I can go.
Eddie was just old school.
Yeah, just say don't. And you got guys like him that keep that code. I'm not gonna
helping you guys.
That's right. Because they not your friends either.
Whatever me got going on with them,
Yeah.
if you get them, you get them. But I'm
First thing they say, and I'm not lying, give me a cop. That's what they tell them. Give me a cop. If you got information on the cop doing something. This is imperfect job, Holmes. Life is imperfect. You think you can go out here, you're gonna be squeaky clean? No man can judge you but God, for sure, because we're human beings and it depends on the job and what you're doing. You know what I'm saying?
all right. You're retired from the force now. We thank you for your service to the city.
Appreciate your home.
You got your gang squad hat on there.
Oh yeah.
What do you plan on doing with this gang squad?
Hey man, we're gonna make this out of a brand, and it's not like Detroit ain't got nothing to do with the police department. It ain't nothing to do with this. This is a mission statement. It could be love. It could be wealth. It could be a variety of things, and life. You know, and that's what I want it to be. That's what it will be.
Awesome. We appreciate you, brother GQ.
Appreciate you, Detroit.
All right. That's Officer GQ, 20 years, retired narcotics officer, City of Detroit. Took his oath to protect and serve well. We thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
One question before you go, GQ. What's the origin of your name?
Well, you know what? Back in the days, man, I started with Demetrius Holloway at the Broadway. I always a fashionable guy, you know, and by me not, I'm retired now, so I had to
Shot where Demetrius shot.
Yeah, that's right. You know, back then, and I would wear it back in them days, man. You court, Versace, Gucci, you name it.
You're also force.
You know, right.
So that's inspiration. I think that's part of the thing to the kid. You can be a cop and wear it.
No, yeah.
Versace.
Still got a hot car to Fisk and shit like that. I ain't trying to be funny. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we gonna keep on doing it. We gonna keep on.
We need to see black men who are police officers dressing nice, looking nice.
That's right.
To inspire these kids.
That's right. Yeah.
That you don't have to go out here and break the law.
No, you don't.
To have some of the nice things in life.
And let me tell you something. I got 2 pensions for the rest of my life,
God is good.
and health insurance for the rest of my life.
You served your country.
That's worth.
And you served your city.
That's right. It's worth millions. You dig? Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. Not bad at all. No. All right.